Snapping your fingers, Pauline. Hello, everyone. It's SK95. Welcome back to more Donkey Kong Bonanza. Last time, we got here to the planet core, allowing us to get further down, and we even managed to get a lot of bananas done. This time, we are going to be taking care of more of this layer. Speaking of which, let's go over here and bust this open, because you want to bust these open as much as possible in order to get across. Hey, look, it's Quiztone. Get it? Haha! Let's go and talk to Quiztone and see what he has to say. Welcome, welcome, one and all. It's time for Questions of Quiztone. Ready to begin? Here we go. Which one of these is currently absent? Animals do not have fractone intimidators. We have giraffes, lions, but we do not have a single seal. Bing ding ding, you got it. Are you familiar with the giraffes and lions of the surface world? Some say they once lived underground as well. Rolling right along, here comes your next question. According to Poppy, Voidco is the most blank mining operation on the planet. Powerful. Ding ding, you got it. We wish Voidco, the most powerful mining operation on the planet, all the best in the coming fiscal year. Just one question left, keep your wits up, drop, cause here it comes. Think fast, what's our name? Quiztone. Ding, you got it. You remembered our name. We are honored, thrilled, delighted. Congratulations, you got them all right. We have a fabulous prize for you. It is a banana. The last Quiztone in the game. So yeah, pretty interesting. Speaking of which, there are more fossils around this area that we can possibly grab. Ironically enough, since gold has no purpose right now, we can actually go our merry way to grab things and get fossils as much as possible. And not only that, we can even go and search them out. However, of course, there are certain flaws, such as you know fully well, we need all the gold. Now, you're probably wondering, where is the extra rare one? Well, the rare extra rare fossil, ironically enough, if you go this way and pop open the walls all the way, you see boom bombs over here. Quite odd spot for them to be, right? Well, pop them. There you go. And there's now a hole that leads you to the bottom. Concrete, not exactly that bad, because if you throw it the boom bombs like so, it explodes. This accesses to your last, I repeat, last extra rare fossil. Smack this, and then your extra rare fossil for the entirety of the game is the 8-bit DK. That is based on the arcade Donkey Kong game, and in fact, 8-bit DK is, ironically enough, Cranky Kong when he was younger. So yeah, pretty interesting to understand in here. Although, yeah, he has gotten older over the years, hasn't he? Could not resist, I'm sorry, it's just too easy and convenient. Get these barrels out of the way, get these 8-bit barrels, and get ourselves out of the way. And in fact, there is a getaway here we can go after. Let's go ahead and get this getaway started and made. There's not many getaways in this layer, so let's add this more. Well, 3 getaways in this layer. Now we have more comfort levels. Awesome. Before we go there, of course, there's a fossil right here. Let's go grab it. 8-bit barrel. And I'm an idiot box. I've completely forgot to change my clothes. All right, with that out of the way, we can finally rest in this bed. Let's see what Pauline has to say about the planet core so far.
Hey, DK. Are you awake? The planet core is where all the fractones come from, right? So, if all the fractones visited home at once, it'd be the underground world's biggest rock festival. Get it, DK? Rock festival? It's funny because they're rocks. Ugh, good night.
Rock on, Pauline, rock on. I couldn't resist the joke, and I fell to the bottom. Yeah, that sometimes happens way too much. Hello, what do you have to say? The Banandium Root has the power to reject evil, but it only just woke up again, so it does not have the strength. It does not have the strength so far to reject evil yet. So unfortunately, this means that we could be in trouble. Let's go ahead and talk to this last fractone. Whoever claims the Banandium Root will have their wish granted. It could be a good wish or a bad one. It does not judge. It can reject evil, just so far as you see fully well, we can't do anything about it because it just woke up. So as a result of that, unfortunately, we have no way of stopping it. So kind of sucks. Let's go ahead and get ourselves more gold because ironically enough, I'm actually very close to the 70,000 mark I want to get at. And believe me, it is actually very worth my time to do this. So yeah. Ironically enough, this is probably like the last endpoints of the episodes. We're actually so close to the end of the main story that we're almost done. So it's actually a bit sad to see the game go, but we have more to go. And the DLC itself, I will talk about later of my opinion of what I'm going to do about the DLC. Because right now, it's up in the air since I don't have an IRL job right now. And it's making things a little hard to get more things going. I could not worry about that right now. I think I have 70,000 now. Let's see. There I go. Let's head back to... Wrong button. Let's head back up all the way to the top, Fractone Fort. Fractone Fort, let's go ahead and go talk to the dang smashing stat tone and get our richly deserved banana that we richly deserve. Hey there, big fella. You're amazing. You know that? You've smashed through 70,000 meters of gold. Here comes the celebratory banana. When, of course, smashing stats. Now, that is the last banana you have to worry about in the game. You're not going to have to worry about any more bananas in the entirety of your adventure anymore. So as a result of that, or rather in the main story, there are no more after that. And the only thing left to do is fossil grabbing, which is not as bad, ironically enough. Now, there are no anything areas in the style shop that will ever be made for Pauline for a while, so don't bother. Let's go ahead and get this so we have our neckties at maximum. That way, fire ring won't burn us, and lava will be cooled at 150% radius around us. This is good if you want to go to the Tempest Layer, but honestly, that's the only thing you really say about it. So, yeah, there's that involved. Ship exchange. That is something I would recommend talking about. I have no idea how much ship exchange I've done so far. So, unfortunately for me, I can't exactly say outright I need to worry about it right now. But we will be dealing with ship exchange at the very bottom once again, because guess what? Ship exchange is, ironically enough, a good way of getting the route source for your dang amount. And in fact, that's the only way you're going to get out max stats. So as a result of this, I'm going to go ahead and get the ship exchange out of the way because we might as well do this. We already have the ship exchange for the layer done, but we can also get more as well. In total, we probably can afford at least 12 more bananas. Let's go and do this. And get our bananas out of the way. I'll cut ahead before this all ends. I have now finally managed to get all the dang amount I could possibly get out of the chip exchange so far. We have no more chips I can exchange for now, thankfully speaking. Ironically enough, I have only 3 skill points down. We need more, and everything requires either 4 or 5, but melon juice is not necessary anymore because we don't need it as much. There are no other bananas you can possibly get besides chip exchange right now. So, as a result of that, we can actually go and continue on. Let us go and finally go down part more even further. We actually don't have long to go. Let's go. And head back down even further inside. As you see, the dramatic music's picking up. We have more to go, and in fact, there's going to be something coming up that you're going to want to keep an eye on. Boom bombs. Yes, I'm not kidding. And look, more neckies. Yay. Yay. Yay! 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 And then finally, yay! Now, you can actually use the other boom bombs to just blow up gold. And pop. And never down. This Kremlin Quagmire is possibly one of the areas that can drive me the most insane. There's 2 new enemies in this area that you want to keep an eye on, but you don't even need to go after the Zinger if you don't want to. I wouldn't recommend it because it's not necessary in the slightest. So let's go and smack them out of the sky. Now, ironically enough, you can actually throw these things and immediately hit an enemy. It actually blows up immediately. Oh, that's actually hilarious. Haha! I wonder if I can cheese it and get out of that music CD. Aww, something in vain. Let's go and get ourselves the slippery iron we're going to need because, unfortunately, this slippery iron is required for us. Let's go ahead and turf surf on this. 2 ways of going about this. You can technically surf, or you can even do something similar just by doing normal things such as Elephant Bananza. That's the only other way you can get through this entirety and nothing else. These guys are known as kabooms. They aren't exactly a threatening enemy. They're pretty easy to take down. Honestly, they're familiar to other enemies in the game, so don't worry about their enemy types too much. They're pretty easy to take down thanks to just running into them with concrete. or any other object in general. So let's go and bust this open. And as you see, ha, ha, boom, boom. And then boom, 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 boom. Oh, damn. There we go. Bye-bye, sucker. And that's the worst time for that. Let's go ahead and get this, because there's actually a fossil you want to grab, so let's go grab it. Hey, I said grab a fossil. Genius. 8-bit barrel. Hello. That's easy for me. Hey, okay. You bogo. That bozo was trying to be funny. Grab this. Eep. I'm gonna have to remind myself for that, but fine. Turf Surf over this way. There's a replacement enemy. As you see, that rolling enemy we remember correctly is actually an army. Familiar enemy from Donkey Kong Country. It's not exactly hard to see where they are, and honestly, they're pretty easy to take down. However speaking, they can be very annoying if you really want to get items out of the way. Let's go and smack this upward, because actually, 8-bit barrel over here. And I keep losing music CDs. Yeah, unfortunately, this area has a habit. Don't like it either. Honestly, I don't even like it either. There's a banana up there, and unfortunately for me, I can't get it. However, you can actually do one of the following. Smack into this, and it'll create a pathway upward you can climb up. One problem, we got an entirely clean path, otherwise we'll have to be, what's what I'm looking for? Oh yeah, have to worry about enemies and nonsense like that. Oh, you bogo. Unironically enough, that makes things a little bit easier for me. Let's go ahead and hit this guy again and get the armory out. Armory man. Okay, not exactly something I wanted to deal with, but that's fine. Let's just go ahead and hit the other guy because I need to smack him. And now I can actually turn around and then smack him again. There we go. Very nice. Very nice indeed. I'm trying to actually get a pathway up there because you can technically cheese it by using Snake Bananza, but I really don't want to waste the Bananza transformation right now. There we go. Just got just enough to drop this down and then immediately grab it again and then climb up. These vines and thorns are annoying, so you're going to have to climb this immediately in order to get there. As you see, that bozo. Come here. Hello. Bye-bye. Let's go and smack it out of the way and get ourselves our banana. Turf Surf Pit Stop. That is the second to last banana that's left in this part of the layer, so we're not worried about it too much. Let's wait for him to respawn, because unfortunately we need a rock. Come here. Thank you. You can actually smack him out of the sky if you really want to. It's actually pretty hilarious. They die to their pointless death. One of these guys, ironically enough, has a fossil on them, and honestly, I want to smack it. And unfortunately, my luck is terrible at this. Okay, 8-bit items. Hey, look, the dang critter. Let's go ahead and get out of the way and get the critter down. As you see, very easy. There's a lot of critters here, and there's a lot of armies here. So, yeah, you're used to this. Honestly, this area is probably a good area if you really, really, really want to get actual dang chances at music CDs, you can. And I would recommend using Elephant Bananza to make this a lot easier, because believe me, it completely nullifies all the dang amounts needed to actually worry about it just too much. Okay. 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 Okay, hey, DK, you're not helping. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Okay, you know what? Okay, let's just go through there, and I don't need to worry about this too much. I'm done. I am finally free. I don't have to worry about this too much. Let's get our banana and go. Boom, 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 boom. Surf, surf, finish line. I believe that's the last of the dang fossils and bananas that I need to worry about for now. We are missing, like, a few, I believe. This area has always been a bit squeamish for me when it comes down to fossils and whatnot, but we're actually pretty much done. Let's go down below even further. So, yeah, not exactly hard. Let's continue going down. And more boom bombs. Slow down a bit so that way you can actually aim at the area and enemies. In fact, you want to aim these correctly so you can get chips, parts if you need them. But more importantly, there is indeed a dang fossil here you want to grab. I recommend timing your throw so yeah, we can hit it. 8-bit items down. And in fact, there's a few more to go. Before you head down all the way to the bottom and challenge enemies down below, this Kremlin Coliseum has a lot of hidden secrets. One of them being 2 fossils around here. One of them is to the left, and the other one is the reverse wall behind it. So you're going to have to actually go after them before the enemies spawn, because it makes it a lot easier to make. Honestly, I'd say it's the easiest thing about this. But, there we go, 8-bit barrel. And I believe I can cheese it by throwing it like this. Almost. I got so close. I could almost taste it. Monkey not happy. Honestly, I'm not happy about that. I'm not happy in the slightest. Maybe I can do this. Alright, whatever. We might as well challenge the enemies now. Kabooms. Get the Tussain out entirely. Let's go and blow them up. It's easy. Honestly, they're pretty easy to take care of, and it's not even hard. Although I want to get the boss out of the way. There we go. The last 8-bit barrel to worry about for a while. Smack them. And unfortunately for me, there is one more left. Bow. Now, you're going to want your elephant ready for this because, unfortunately... Hello, dang critters. Let's go and use Elephant Bananza to get rid of their body that's covering them. And pow. There we go. And I believe pow. Ooh, a CD. Aw, I want the CD now. And dang neckies again. One down. And smack. You. And both of them are now down. Lagoon Layers music. That's actually pretty fun. And that's the last bit for that one. This one is the worst one. These critters are covered in magma and lava, so as a result, you're gonna have to use your suction powers. It's the easiest way to take care of them, and honestly, I would say this is probably the fastest way. If you don't have Elephant Bananza, it's impossible because Elephant Bananza is guaranteed, and this is not good. These dang armies. These guys are covered in actual unbreakable terrain, but you can technically slam them into each other if you really want to get them with this. It's honestly pretty hilarious to do, and you can basically destroy them outright afterwards. If you really want to destroy them, you can just use gold to blow them up, and gold Ballium will also work. Spiky terrain on Kremlings, not the best thing in the world to deal with because they are near indestructible spiky concrete. Blow them up one, and then blow up the other repeatedly. You're gonna have to keep staying a distance to do it because no enemy will be able to be unprotected by this. And ironically enough, no Bananza can actually hit them. So you're gonna have to unbreak them first, and then you can take care of them. Honestly, I find these guys a bit of a chore. There we go. Two are naked, and now the other one needs to be naked. Hey, I said the other one needs to go naked. Join your brethren. There we go. Now I can finally start smacking them. They will never get their outfit back, by the way, in case you're wondering. So let's go and smack the other one. Let's smack the other one, and that is all she wrote. Yes, you don't get a banana for it. I apologize, but that's something that happens a lot. Minecart, let's go and continue on. If you need healing, there's an apple right here for you. If you need anything else, yep, that is pretty much it. All the enemies are there. So let's go ahead and continue on down further below and see what's down below. Yahoo! Down the spikes again. If you check, we are actually reaching the end point, the very planet's core itself. It is right in front of us. Let's go and reach the climactic cliff. And this sign says, "Here lies Exploratone, the adventurer, the one who's made the saga of the Exploratone. May they rest peacefully in this land, in the warm embrace of the mother Banandium Root." So all the Fractones were creations of the Banandium Root. And at the very end, there is one more banana. Hello, Cranky. Yes, he is at the very end of the area. Let's go give him a high five. All right. Cranky. Ooh, his berry mug finally turned up. Hey, that all you have to say? Listen up and listen good. It'd serve you well to hear this. Do you know why I'm down here, eh? Well, I'll tell you, it's because a certain big shot was the lyric of duty. When I heard there was a banana pendant on the loose, I know who to blame. Just had to suss out where he ran to hide. My job isn't done there. No, sir. See, the so-called leader of the bunch was away for a frolic in the mines. You get what I'm saying? I had to leave our comfy island and be the hero, just because you weren't around. Phooey. It should have been you running Grimpy all the way down here to avenge those stolen bananas, not me. What a rotten crook. No idea how that fella got so good with machines. Boggles the mind. He's such a coward, using his gizmo to zip around like some kind of buzzy boy. Want verticality? Climb a calendar or two. Anyway, I'm pooped. Lecturing is tiresome work. Well, I'll be. Manage lesson without drifting off to La La Land. Here, I got something for you. And there we go. This is pretty much near the end of it. The Planet Core rant is done. And we have pretty much gotten, with the exception of the one for the boss fight that's likely coming up for the final boss, all the bananas left. You will not see any more after that, with the exception of a few. If you dive down here and dig all the way down, you remember the Saga of the Explorer Tome? Well, since they're actually made of stone, these guys aren't actually dead. They're actually asleep right now. He's right here. Pop him, and as you see, 8-bit items. Oh, what a good rest. Thank you for waking us up. We are the Explorer Tone, an adventurer from the Hilltop Lair. You must really get around to writing the next part of our saga one of these years. Yes, years, not days. They can sleep for a long time, if you catch my drift. So, yeah, they can technically do that. It's very inconvenient, I'll say outright. But regardless, though, there's another one of the dang Architone getaways here. Let's go and get the last one made. And in fact, this is the last getaway. Let's get this out of the way and see what we can do. First things first, though, I need to know something. I need to know where the last of the fossils are located now. Let's go ahead and take care of it, shall we? We are out of bananas, and we are out of that, but we are nowhere near done with anything else. You're probably wondering where the heck the last rare fossil is. Unfortunately, that doesn't exist until after the post-game. So we cannot deal with it. Let's go ahead and get that one out of the way, and then get our generous tip out of the way. And the last fossil I missed was back all the way at the top again. I usually do that a lot. Honestly, it's something I have a habit. Let's go and grab that before we do anything else, because man, oh man, am I shooting myself in the foot right now. I believe if I want to get it, I gotta go to the Fractone Cradle skip travel point. And just climb up immediately. There we go. It should be right around here. It's literally up here. I believe it's actually one of the ones I usually miss. On repeat playthroughs, I usually miss this one, so I apologize, but it is out of the way, so it makes sense why I missed it. Climb down this way all the way to the other side, right after behind, as you can see, now has an 8-bit barrel. The last 8-bit barrel we need to worry about in the game. You will not see any more 8-bit barrels in the game, and all the other extra 8-bit barrels, they're required for a free costumes for later. We're not going to have to worry about them for now. Nope, not that one. I want to go to the actual getaway itself and see what Pauline has to say about this getaway in particular, because we are near the very end of the game. So let's go the climactic cliff getaway and see what we have to say about Pauline and the rest of our adventure.
Hey, TK, you awake? All that power swirling around. The planet core really is incredible, isn't it? But what's funny is, even somewhere like this, we can have a getaway built for us. They seem to pop up everywhere. No matter how strange things get, it's nice to have something familiar and comforting to hold on to. Good night, TK.
Makes sense, you know? We are at the end point. Their adventure is almost ending, and the Banandium Root is inside there, the very core of the planet itself. You can see them going outside, and as you can see, there's a lot of gold here, another chest. If you need to grab it, be my guest. But all it has for you is gold. And more often than not, if you want to respawn it for extra items, you can do so. And we're at the end of our adventure. And before we go, I think we'll stop here for today. Before we go, I honestly want to say that we should get the last of the fossils that we need to get done, because we are missing some. Let's go ahead and get the extra gold we have to get out of the way. And we are missing one banana. Now, where is that last banana, you may wonder? We are missing the banana for the final area. And in fact, that is the banana we're not worried about too much, so let's not bother with it. All we have to do is now go after all the dang fossils we are missing, because to be honest, I have cleared out everything in the layers and double-checked. So, outright speaking, as you can see, there is pretty much everything done. We have no more out of the way. There are no fossils left in the England Isle anymore. The ones we're missing, though, is the dang lagoon layer, but that one's obvious, so why are we missing that? Because potato. The Ammonite, unfortunately, this is the hilltop layer, which I don't really pay attention to well, and honestly, it's kicking me in the foot for doing that, so as a result of that, we're going to go ahead and head back all the way to hilltop layer to check out and see what everything's going on, and then we'll be going ahead all the way to... Where is that dang skip travel point? Gong. There it is. Warp gong. Heading back to the warp gong is I want to get the last of the fossils out of the way and done. Reason being, it feels like uncompletionist mentality, so I have no choice. First, back to Hilltop Lair. Did I say Hilltop Lair? Excuse me, I meant to say Lagoon Lair. Yeah, I completely messed up. So, there is one fossil we have missed, and it's the rare fossil for this area. Getting to it is the question on everyone's minds. Unfortunately, I don't know where it went off to, and there is no way to get maps in this lair at right speaking because there's no stuff shop here. So, what do? Well, there's another way you can get this out of the way. Two ways, in fact, but the main way you want to do is increase the chest chance, that way you can actually get access to it. If you need fossil grabbing, all you have to do is do this, go switching to your clothes, go back to the gritty bridges. No, not the bridges. It's a fence. We need to actually get ourselves a access to, I believe, is the treasure tie. The treasure tie is what you need to go after for this, and that's pretty much all you need to do for this. We're not going to be changing our outfit anymore afterwards. So, let's go and get ourselves the last of the fossils. I'll wait and cut ahead until we get access to the fact that we need to have the map in question. Thankfully, though, Elephant should make this easy. So, I'll be right back. Before anyone's curious, there is no way to get up to the top there regardless, so don't bother. I just want to show off that basically, yes, there's an invisible wall here. You can only get it with Snake Bananza, and it's impossible to get to the top of there no matter what. Aha! So, the last fossil, ironically enough, is right here. Yeah, it's a very bad spot. Honestly, I don't like it either more than the next guy. Let's upgrade everything we have to upgrade here, and then we'll head over back to the dang Hilltop Lair and get the last of the fossils there, and then head back to the plant core. Finally back here. We have been a long time coming, but we're back into the Hilltop Lair where everything first started with the fractones. Let's go ahead and tuck this guy and actually get all the information we need from the maps. Because honestly, it's a lot faster just to do this rather than anything else. Because let's be honest here, I'd rather not sit through and search around an entire map repeatedly for about an hour again, because I really don't want to do that. So, yeah, that's pretty much all we have to do now. And that's all the dang fossil nuts we need. Let's go and make some music and actually see where all of them are. There are several obvious locations, and there's several I did miss personally because I was a little bit... What was we looking for? Oh, yes. I thought it was unimportant. I did not want to do so. Lo and behold, I'm an idiot and decided to finally actually go back for them. So, yeah, we've got pretty much a lot of them out of the way. We're not going to remember that chip guy for a while, and I'm not going to really bother with him. So let's let him live for now, and I just want to go over to the fossil right here, which actually does indeed... Okay, Nominate alternate color. I don't know why I said Omanite. Well, Almanite, not the Pokemon. Oh, hail Lord Helix. But that's two of them out of the way, and we can use singing to actually find the locations. It's honestly faster just to sing to find the locations versus me having to go through the map repeatedly, because it's a lot faster. I wish other games did the same thing similar. It reminds me of how Sonic Frontiers makes things very much annoying when you have to search for items, and only to lo and behold find them in the most awkward of places. Thankfully, though, it's not as bad anymore, but it is what it is. Let's head back to where the sinkhole is, because ironically enough, there is one by it. I believe it's all the way... Yes, over here. There is a cave nearby, which means we can actually get ourselves access to the thing we need. I believe it's nearby over here. No, not yet. There is a cave entrance. Unfortunately, it's a little bit escaping me. Where indeed is that cave? Please, game, don't torture me like this. I don't need it. So, I believe it's over here there's a cave entrance? No, that is not a cave entrance. So, I think there's nothing else I worry about that one. Let's go down below. I believe there's one. And there's one over here I missed. Yeah, it's only 31 at least, so I'm not exactly too concerned with the fact that we're missing fossils. It's not as bad as I may appear to be, and it's honestly just 30, so let's go ahead and get them all the way. So I believe there's more near the village, but we can worry about those last. Let's go after the ones that are painfully far away, so I don't exactly kill myself trying to look for it. Honestly, it's very annoying. Ironically enough, all the dang searching for dang fossils allowed me to get access to a lot of vending money of gold. And you're going to need a lot of gold for later in the post-game, ironically enough. Yeah, I don't like it either. It's very annoying, very tedious, and it's probably one of the things about DK Bananza is probably the worst thing about it. Beyond that, I'd say it's a fun game when it comes down to it. Although, let's just more on that later. Let's just keep going down, throw it, and then chop it off. I think there's still more to go. There's one at the very bottom, which I can't get to for now. Let's go and worry about that last. If I really want to dig underground, all we have to do is just use Elephant Bananza, and we'll be fine. It doesn't really matter to me all that much where I dig under and how I dig under. It's just a matter of when I dig under. So let's go over this way. I believe it is in a cave system this time, which is... No, actually, no, it's over here. I don't really like their locations as much as the next guy, though. Drives me bonkers. These are very close to the village. I don't know how I missed these, but I guess I was more distracted lately. Plus, it was the early days of Donkey Kong Bonanza. I honestly can't handle it. And to be honest, it's still... This game's still easier to record than dang Xenoblade X. Because, man, that game is taking forever. Honestly, out of all the LPs, I have only a good amount of that recorded, pre-recorded. And, man, is it annoying to redo recordings because of certain nonsenses I don't like dealing with. Or things that caught me off guard and remembered back when I first played the game. Okay, you are bothersome. Ammonite, there we go. I believe the last two should be near the village. I'm remembering wrong. One there, and I believe there's one over there I missed, which is obvious. Yeah, this is not exactly my most favorite thing in the world to deal with. Honestly, this is more like endgame stuff I want to deal with, but it is what it is. The last thing I need to do is go ahead and go underground, which is not hard to do. If I really want to make this easier for myself, all I gotta do is transform and then just dig underground. It's pretty much easy to do. Let's use Elephant Bananza and start tunneling. Unfortunately, it's actually not down below. In fact, it's actually down further down below. Yes, the game is being funny again, isn't it? Isn't that hilarious? The fact it was literally right in front of me. All the way back. How many episodes is this? Alright, it's 38. Duh. 37 or 38. Honestly, keeping track of episode numbers is a pain in the balls. So I think it is around there, actually, which is... Okay, I'm moving left instead of right. Do not do that, monkey boy. Do not do that. Do not do it, monkey. Monkey. There we go, and whoa, boy. Okay, you bugger. There we go. Last of the Ammonites are done. We can actually get access to all the cosmetics in this layer, and we can even finish the fossils now. We have gotten every single fossil in Donkey Kong Bonanza. There is nothing at top. There is nothing necessary at top. Actually, we know we're missing one. Where are we missing one? Right, I forgot. It's not every single fossil because the one that we're missing is actually in a location that is painfully obvious, but it's also one of the more painfully annoying ones to find. Let's go to the style shop, get this out of the way, buy this, and then buy all of them we need for the alternate colors because we're going to need this for the post-game. Yes, you're going to need colors for the post-game as well. That's something I forgot to explain. So now that we're done with all that, and we're done with everything else, there's nothing left to do except go back to the bottom of the planet's core and end it off. I am an idiot box. Yes, I did miss one fossil. Yes, I'm an idiot box. I know. I am well aware of my idiocy. I deserve to be yelled at. Dig underground all the way. Let's just keep digging underground all the way. I'm not too concerned by what I'm doing, so let's go and continue down. There we go. We found it. It is literally by the crystal over here that can be dug underneath. And then you have to go a little bit all the way across in order to get it. Honestly, this is my fault and no one else's. I deserve to be called out in the comments for it, and I apologize. We have gotten all the fossils out of the way now. There is nothing left to grab, and we're pretty much all done. Let us head back to the very bottom and be all right done with it. And we are all done here. There is nothing left to do. Let's go and make our HP big again because we're going to need it before the final area of the game. And we will be all squared away and ready. All right. And now we're all done.
Just know it.
And we are right before the summit. We can't get further anymore, so We are checking our inventory, our abilities. As you see, we are at our maximum power right now. I have to change my outfit during the previous recording. We'll worry about that later. But in the meantime, though, we have gotten everything else out of the way done because I have also gotten access to all the fossils I need to worry about. That's the 100% of fossils. There's nothing left to do. Banana-wise, it's not obvious enough, but the only way you're missing one banana jump is the fact that the banana jump is at the very end of the game. And that is pretty much it. So, I think we'll stop here for today. Next time on Donkey Kong Bonanza, we will be finally reaching K. Rool and challenging him for the Banandium Root. See you all next time.